if you stayed at an all-inclusive resort and didn't leave your suite for 24 hours? That was the goal of this stay and exactly what I set out to do at Gran Muthu Rainbow. Stick around to see if the suite itself becomes the vacation. Before we dive into this video, I want to give a bit of context. I was already vacationing at a nearby resort in Cayo Guillermo and decided to take a mini break by staying one night at Gran Muthu Rainbow. My friend and I made our way over in a classic taxi, specifically to try the suite, the butler service, and to see how a 24-hour stay like this would actually feel. Gran Muthu Rainbow is an all-inclusive resort designed for the LGBTQ plus community, but everyone 18 years of age and over is welcome. And when we arrived, we were greeted with a beautiful welcome dance and drink. After check-in, we were introduced to Michael, our butler for the stay, who would be with us throughout this 24-hour experience. We were then shown to our suite. For this stay, we were in a suite sea view room located on the top floor. From up here, we had incredible views and a beautiful sunrise in the morning. Normally, this room category does not have access to the pool below. That is reserved for the ground floor suite swim-out rooms only. But because we were the only guests staying in this particular building, we were given permission to use the pool and surrounding area. That meant we had the best of both worlds: elevated views from the suite and a quiet, semi-private pool just steps away. And this is where my 24-hour idea really came to life. The goal of this stay wasn't to see everything the resort had to offer. It was to see how much of the experience could be enjoyed right here using just the suite perks, and the pool, and to see what this kind of quiet, unrushed vacation could look like. Once we settled into this place, staying put felt easy, and having such a wonderful butler played a huge role in that. I'll be sharing more of the resort later on, but for now, this is what our afternoon looked like by the pool. Hola.
Gracias.
Gracias. Gracias. After a full afternoon by the pool, we decided to step out briefly and walk around the resort. We grabbed a drink at the lobby bar, took a few photos, and then headed back to our room. We were tired and honestly just wanted to enjoy the views from the balcony and settle in for the evening. We woke up early to catch the sunrise, something we both wanted to see from the balcony, and it was spectacular. I'm so glad we had an early night so I could fully enjoy it. After the sunrise, I headed out to get some video of the resort grounds so that I could share it with you, and I wanted to do that before many people were out and about. Hola, I'm here at Gran Muthu Rainbow and I just spent the night here and I'm just going to take a tour of the resort grounds so that I can show you what it looks like, give you some more information on the resort and what to expect if you were to come here. Right now it's a beautiful morning. I am outside on the pool area and let's go check it out. This day wasn't about being confined to the room, and while we didn't stick strictly to staying in the suite for the full 24 hours, it really showed me that a space like this can become the vacation, especially if what you are looking for is quiet, your own semi private pool area, and the freedom to slow down. And before I show you what was available at the breakfast buffet, there are a few things worth knowing if you are considering a suite stay like this. First of all, we stayed here in December. The pool water was quite cold. It was definitely a shock at first. At this time of year, the pool area gets sun in the morning, but doesn't get much sun in the afternoon. There was a space between the two buildings where sun peeks through in the afternoon, and there are chairs and a platform off to the side that gets more sunlight, but it's something to be aware of depending on the season. It's also worth mentioning that if you book a swim out suite, the pool is shared with the other swim out rooms in that complex. And a practical tip, I recommend downloading WhatsApp to your phone before coming to Cuba, if you don't already have it, because that is how the butler communicates with you. We were so grateful for a butler, and it's worth mentioning that tips are truly appreciated. The rest of our morning was spent sitting by the pool to catch a bit of sun, grabbing a photo at the popular butterfly spot, enjoying a Spanish coffee at the snack bar, and then heading to the buffet. Here's a look at what was available at the buffet during our visit. This day was the perfect reset. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.